This Labor Day makes 45 years since my transition. I was thinking about the valuable lessons that I learned. It took me until the end of the 7th grade to figure out how to handle a bully, which probably doesn't sound so bad until you realize that the bullying started probably when I was 5. Learning to stand up for myself made a huge difference. One of the things I think that made me take so long was that because it was coming from all directions, when I told people asking for help, they said something like, well, if you look around, you'll notice that you're the common denominator. In a way, blaming me. It's my least favorite statement. You're the common denominator. Very often, the people who hurt and torment other people depend on those people that they're tormenting to remain nice, to behave, to follow the rules. We were taught to negotiate, to talk our way out of things, taught to show restraint, to go high when they go low. Know your limits, to be reasonable. Standing up to the bullies that tormented me all through school might have stopped them. But there's another kind of bully, and it's a person who you don't know, who shows up just for a minute, who just wants to take your money, do something, mug you, beat you, whatever. Every person that transitioned around the time that I did, no matter who they were, had this understanding that they were stepping further into the margins, that they were giving up privilege. So the guys that you liked and the guys that liked you back were very frequently not the guys making their money in corporate America. Very often they had very complicated lives. As I was getting to know one of my very first boyfriends, and I was telling him the stories of my life, he looked me dead in the eye and asked me, why do you chicken out? Wait, what? How did you come up with chickening out? I just told you how I stood up to all these people. He said, well, you consider knocking them down or being able to get away a win. He said, just because you were able to get away, it's not a win. He said, because they can come for you again. He said the people that I was able to get away from didn't look at it as a win. They looked at it like I escaped. A win has to look like a win to everybody who was playing. You have to win by enough to make them reconsider ever coming back to bother you ever again. You're fighting against a dangerous person, he said. You've got to finish it. I think after he said finish it, the look on my face told him exactly what I thought he meant. He told me, don't jump to conclusions. A person who can't see you can't hurt you. If a person can't get up, they can't chase you. I was pretty sure I understood, and I was pretty sure that he was right. But I didn't have the heart for it until I did, many years later. Out with friends in LA, and I wanted to go home. So I called an Uber. When the fancy SUV pulled up and asked, did you call Uber? I said yes, and I jumped in. Very quickly, I realized that I had made a mistake. I realized what I had done. When we got to where he was going, he pulled over. I thought to myself, no, not this time, not again. When he turned around to tell me how nice I looked in my dress and what he was gonna do, I used the bottom of my palm on the bottom of his nostrils and pushed up. Opened the door and I ran. And then I called another Uber. I don't know what happened to him. I do know that he wasn't able to see me and that he wasn't able to get out of the car to chase me. That was the one time out of the many times that something like that has happened to me that I got home without a single scratch on me. When your adversary is distracted or weakened, don't stop. Finish it. Now that we are pretty sure that the guy in the White House and a lot of his friends are PDF files, we have to do something. And he's weakened at this point. This is the time to pile on. Anybody who knows anything needs to come out with it. Refuse to settle for this or that file. You want to see all the files, unredacted. The complete, unadulterated truth will either set him free or finish him.